Hey guys, Tarek here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Eindhoven country. Playing for today's spawning in the north, we have Moron Park single playing as Soviets, who has gut motor coordination, Soviet combined arms, and counterattack. Teaming up with him is Iroha, playing as US forces, who has recon support, infantry, and tactical support. Next offensive in the south, we have PFC playing as OKW, who has Overwatch, Elite Armored, and Spec Ops. And finally we have CrossFire, also as OKW, straight away going for Luftwaffe ground forces. In terms of rankings here, arranged team allies, I think rank 32 at the moment, against Axis random team, PFC rank 3, CrossFire around rank 25. So not too much in the early game, a little skirmish there in the center. Early truck here for CrossFire. I've seen a few replays where this has backfired. Curious to see if things will change in this one. But a very passive early game here. You can see these players just sitting, not wanting to run around that corner, run into those stern pyres. Stalling out over there. PFC meanwhile making a bit of a push. How managing to cap that point, backing off somewhat. Kind of wanting to take light cover there, but not really working out with that shrub, and they end up bleeding quite a lot of manpower. PFC clumping up here. Gonna go for a push onto the cutoff, it looks like. Meanwhile, we do have a push from CrossFire on this side. And PFC activating radio silence while he's making this push. Very early activation of radio silence here. Nothing on the run. Focusing down the stern pyres, but they're taking a while to go down. And overwhelming here is PFC. Pushing onto the cutoff now. Similar story for CrossFire, working this engagement quite nicely. Park actually going for a strange build here. Only 2 conscripts into tier 2, getting out some maxims. Does manage to get the suppression on here though. Sitting in the flames, so taking a lot of damage, but doesn't allow Park to hold on to the territory here. So, bit of a rough start here for the allies. Getting pushed off, but fighting back strongly now. PFC sticking with the more standard build for Volksgrenadiers. A lot of healing required for Park, but it doesn't have medics yet. But your double maxims should be pretty effective against CrossFire's very limited troops. CrossFire's got the battle group down, going for medics first, then mechanized support. But it could allow Park to get a lot of territory going here. Okay, he's waiting back at base for healing, so that's actually going to slow things down quite a bit. Push onto the cutoff here from Iroha. Returning the favour. Got a mechanized truck going down as well. I don't think the riflemen are going to push them far enough to actually see that though, so even though it is on the forward position, it's probably not going to get pushed. Actually finding a nice angle here. Only getting shot by like one model from that position. Have CrossFire coming across though to assist PFC, and activating radio silence once again is PFC. And bringing a big old blob across here. Looks like Iroha reacting pretty well to this blob. Early retreats, doesn't want to risk losing anything on retreat to this blob. Oh boy, oh no. Oh, the blocking, that's nasty. Can the captain get away? It looks like he's just going to be able to. Maxim coming from the side, getting some suppression going, but still could get flanked. Do have that speed boost from the radio silence working here. Maxim coming in, doesn't suppress though. Either way though, the allies do have decent territory control right now. Oh, but early retreat from those conscripts. They could have stayed there, maybe stopped, neutralized on the cutoff. And a lot of healing here required by iroha. A lot of low health units. He's gone for an ambulance now. And going to go for an early retreat to try and capitalize on that ambulance. But yeah, maybe could have just run across to his teammates healing for a little bit. Utilize that. Bases aren't too far apart on this map, though he's in the poor position to make use of the healing. Having to kind of backstep from the front lines to get back over there. But in the meantime, this has allowed the Axis to cap up both the cutoff and now the fuel. Nice, taking a pretty big backward step there. And yeah, pulling back to heal as well. Iroha costing the Allies quite a lot of territory control. So CrossFire kind of getting off easy with this early game. Only gone for 2 Volksgrenadiers and now I'm going to go for a double Fallschirmjäger, looks like. Hasn't even gone for an MG34. Which is a little bit surprising. Could probably squeeze that in alongside a Fallschirmjäger. Or if he was planning to go for a Recon next. Could also go for one of those. But yeah, a lot of manpower floating there for CrossFire. It's going to be another squad of Fallschirmjäger. Big old blob. So it's going to be blob wars. And, you know, it kind of does make a little bit of sense for iroha. You know, if you're up against like a blobbing radio science style strategy, spreading out can often get you in quite a lot of trouble. So iroha looking to fight blob v blob here, which makes sense, I think. Puma out for PFC. With the AA half track being built for iroha, but might be cancelling that once he sees this Puma. Yep, exactly what happens. Puma coming in for a bit of damage. You crush away that wire, blocking the cover. Archer troops, heavy cover versus heavy cover war here. Do have a bar. A little damage from the side maybe on the squad. Puma coming in from the rear though, also chipping in for some good damage. Oh, good hit there on the wrong side of cover. The main gun, I think, from the Puma actually getting a pretty good hit. And the riflemen do have to retreat. Just outnumbered, outgunned. Outpositioned by the Puma as well. Puma coming in close now, but the snaring squads have been chased away. Getting another good hit there. That looked like on the main gun. Meanwhile, a bit of a flank cooking here from CrossFire. Both of the Fallschirmjäger trying to get around the rear of the machine gun. Guards sound like they don't have their DPs yet, so the anti-infantry firepower not terribly strong. And here comes the flank. Backs him on the run though. It's going for a heavy mortar as well. Moron Park. You don't see those too often, and not terribly good against what CrossFire's fielding either. Going for like no support weapons at all. Not very many stationary targets for that mortar at the moment. Oh, and the Puma just... It's a daring assault. Oh, but misses the second shot on the ambo. Oh, he's got some bazookas here as well. He's trying to run away from the snaring squads. Bazooka. Oh, only one bazooka. I think it connected. Got the guards coming across. Squad down maybe on the cutoff. Looks like a squad of 2 squads in fact. PFC so focused on the Puma, 2 squads have gone down for him. He's just completely encircled here. No snares though for the conscripts. He takes a bit of a chance. We do have the bazooka coming across and some PTRSs connecting. Bazooka just needs to connect. No, the PTRSs do from downtown. I don't know how. But while the Allies were dealing with that attack, the Axis have capped up the entire map. So very, very costly for PFC there. I think he did lose 2 squads, right? Rebuilding one now. And the Puma, but did kill the ambulance and did lead to a huge amount of territory control. Also saw 1 rifle squad go down. I don't know exactly where, but it's dead. So a hectic sequence there. But the, especially CrossFire should be on a really good position to push out a super fast medium tank. Oh, interesting tactic here from iroha. After the Puma's gone down now, going for a Greyhound. That's actually a smart timing for it. Wonder if PFC's... Yep, gotta go for the rebuild on the Puma. So it's going to delay PFC's medium tank progress. Activates the radio silence again, everything getting suppressed here. Pops the on me by the captain, breaking free of the suppression there. Nice move from iroha. Also had the paratroopers dropped in there, the airdrop combat group coming through. Greyhound not having much luck there though. Connecting with those squads. Doesn't have a machine gun upgrade yet either. Moron Park pushing out. Going for a T-70. Quite late on the T-70. You can see he's got 50 fuel in reserve once he starts this. Hasn't ticked AT grenades though, so I'm going to dig in here a bit on tier 3. And I suppose it does make sense. You know, trying to go for like a fast tech when their fuel control's been quite poor the last 3 or so minutes. Not going to be terribly good for the allies, so digging in support weapons with the T-70 makes some sense. But what I was going to say is PFC, you know, it doesn't cost him too much to go for the Puma again, since he can go for the walking Stuka to follow that up. There's iroha going for the Greyhound. Has to go for like an AT gun now. Going to delay his medium tank. Doesn't have access to rocket artillery. But, you know, this is still a powerful timing for him. The pack howitzer. He wants to come in for another ambo kill. Hasn't rebuilt the ambulance yet though. Got the flares up from PFC, spotting. Looking for an opportunity.
A capture point is under attack.
I'll try and find that Greyhound. We've got pretty well defended at the moment though. There's some good damage from the Greyhound and the pack howie. It does pay to reinforce the pack howitzer though, so it doesn't go down after one model falls. T-70 going in from the side. Puma not rotating across though, so Fallschirmjäger are getting chopped up. Not in machine gun range though, only in main gun range, so not full damage from the T-70 there. And Puma coming in for a couple hits on the Greyhound. That bazooka squad kind of sitting back, and it looks like they've maybe picked up a second bazooka now, so good at keeping that Puma at range. Keeping that Greyhound safe.
Medics ready. Reinforcements in. Welcome to the death factory, boys. Stick with me and you might get ready for action, gang.
Hasn't chosen an upgrade for the paratroopers yet, so probably going to be the M1919s. Moron nearly up to Vet 1. 0 kills though. Pretty defensive Schwer for CrossFire. Looks like PFC about to put his down as well. So not going to go with the walking Stuka follow, which can be pretty potent, especially his iroha style of build with the pack howitzer with the AT gun. Not very mobile and vulnerable to the walking Stuka. T-70 on the other side though has been giving CrossFire some headaches. Interesting call though, he's actually going for his third tech truck, so straight for the King Tiger. Leaving the allies off the hook a bit here and allowing them to push quite a lot further forwards. Well, I forget what I was saying about PFC not going for the walking Stuka. There it was. There was his tech truck out though. And that is a nasty Bob Fallschirmjäger for CrossFire. All upgraded with the FG42s. Oh boy. Okay, good dodge on the Gardenade there. Puma coming across for the Greyhound. AT gun. Doesn't quite get a shot on, and I heard a squad go down. Was that for CrossFire? Did he lose one of his, maybe the Fallschirmjäger that was up here that threw that incendiary grenade? UFC also backing up the Puma with the Recon. Some cheeky shots. Oh boy, and he gets it there. Max range with the Recon. In fact, beyond max range maybe. Might have been an attack round. Greyhound abandoned though. Comes in. He's got the flare up so he can spot for at long range. Let's maybe get the killing blow. The 1919 para is going to work here. And there you go, the stern pies. Pretty even in terms of VPs. Guys about 70 behind, but I feel like it could have been much worse. Crossfire, you know, giving them a lot of breathing room by not going for that Panzer IV. But maybe you'll pay dividends once that King Tiger arrives. We'll have to wait and see. Will be quite hard for the Allies to handle. He's going for the captain here, kind of stuck in that corridor. Dodges across and doesn't go down. G34 goes down. Covered by the other machine gun though, so probably not going to get stolen immediately. T-70 staying in range here. Not pushing in. And a bit of indirect fire wars there. Looks like the bazooka's connecting with the Puma. Squad coming in on the flank of the machine gun. Pops on me for a little bit of extra mobility on that squad. What's he calling in here? Majority. Infiltration grenades though, causing iroha to turn tail and run. Oof. And PFC able to hold on to the machine gun. Looks like the Recon forcing back the T-70 here. Oh, but the heavy mortar getting revenge on the infantry support gun. In fact, double heavy mortars against the double infantry support guns. Ouch. But that will be a juicy target for PFC later on. Oh man. Second infantry support gun goes down to the heavy mortars. Puma coming across, wants to find that T-70. There's a sneering squad nearby though. Good dodge on the bundle grenade coming out of camo. Paratroopers coming in from the side here. Not super effective for this range. Oh boy, but the heavy mortars are. Another bit of an ambush there with the Fallschirmjäger from Crossfire. Puma coming across.
Looks like we're getting into the excitement.
And now a Sherman out for iroha, so let's see how this goes. Can't allow this Puma to get snared, otherwise it's a pretty easy chase down for the Sherman. Good thing about the Sherman is, you know, you don't even have to switch over to AP ammo. It's got enough penetration. Those high explosive rounds to deal with Puma. Leaves a little bit of a headache for you. Oof. And they came in for a bit of a push, now going Sherman hunting. And the walls having some good time here. Crossfire playing in the recon plane / smoke. And we're trying to get some hits in, but not finding much luck in the echelon with the bazookas coming forwards. Do I have the Recon coming in here, but MA3 cluster bombs coming through. Recon has to run away. It does so successfully. The echelon going chasing. And the Axis massively on the back foot. Crossfire has been bleeding quite a lot to these double heavy mortars. And now a little bit strapped for manpower. Oh boy, has to interrupt mid-rocket there. Goes on cooldown with that, so walking Stuka. 2 kills so far, not good for PFC. Looks like this time he was finally going to go for like some of these support weapons, but denied the opportunity because it was too close to the front line. Going chasing after the T-70. Threading the needle past all these troops. Quite risky being that far forward, so T-70 could drive right on top of it and go for the decrew now. Do have a T-34-85 out now for Moron Park as well. Looks like that piece of cover has been destroyed. Sherman coming around the corner though. Now PFC's Puma out back for repairs. Fox on me, sprinting forwards. Iroha fond of that ability. T-70 getting in deep here, but Puma coming across, misses its first shot. Should allow the T-70 to escape alive, but in comes the 85. We're missing again. Oh, launching over that wall. No weapon upgrades yet for Iroha, so he's starting to fall behind the STG Fox Unity a little bit. Does have Sherman as the equalizer. And here we go. Crossfire finally got the big boy, the King Tiger, out. Let's see if this can turn things around, because Moron Park did go for that 85. It doesn't have any AT guns. King Tiger should be pretty effective at this stage. One AT gun also on the far side. Walking Stuka goes down. T-34-85 just drives head on, threads the needle, and kills it. I don't know how he had like sight of it. Did the mortars throw up a flare? Looks like it did. Mortar flare maybe from the heavy mortars. Drives just straight in with their T-34-85 and kills the walking Stuka. So that puts the Axis in a bit of a bind. They're relying on those. I mean, walking Stuka, dear, 2 kills, wasn't it? Did not get value out of that at all. And the Allies are pretty team weapon reliant at the moment, so that was going to be a real asset for the Axis in that walking Stuka. See if the King Tiger can get the job done here. Backed up by the Recon in case the 85 tries to go for a flank. He doesn't want to drive in too far and risk it. Allies now with a small lead in terms of victory points. Turn things around. Double Recons out now for PFC, so gonna have a good answer to the Sherman. And here they go, lining up, both connecting on the Sherman. Rifleman on top of them, but not able to do enough damage here really without the weapon upgrades in that range. Troopers are vetting up nicely though. They're starting to spit out some real damage. Trying to crawl out with the paras from the suppression. King Tiger pulled quite far back, but now it's the support of the Fallschirmjäger blob. However, the Recon did have to retreat, so there's a little bit exposed to flanks. Fallschirmjäger without the snares any longer, so a super effective supporting squad in that capacity. A lot of craters around though, so constantly having the ambush camo bonus triggered here. Pop button on the KT. Maxim from the side trying to get some suppression going, but the light cover working against Maxim there. The SU-85 out now for Moron Park though, so should be pretty strong. Probably afford to still go for a Zis on top of that. That'll pretty much be the army park. There we go, SU-85 opening up with the marked vehicle bonus. Good damage. Cheeky Puma action, he's got the flares up, missing a shot though, maybe it was a bounce on the Jackson. Oh, there goes these stern pyros. With the Command Panther across here. Sherman could be in some trouble. Oh, no reaction even. Rishon getting suppressed. Gonna try to throw out the snare here. Maybe could have got away with the Sherman there if he started backing away immediately. Throw out some smoke onto the retreat. At the very least, the Panther does have engine damage. Jackson coming down, looking to finish the job on it. There's the rifle squad spotting. Drops the MA3 cluster bombs, but machine gun able to dance out of harm's way there. Jackson got to try and work that 10 range advantage. PFC coming back in. Missing his shot though. I think he still needs 2 more Jackson shots and maybe even a snare on top of that though to finish the job here. In the meantime, the Puma's coming across. Oh, main gun crit for the Jackson. Heartbreak for iroha. Now going to try rely on mass AT grenades to finish the job here. Doesn't quite have it on for cooldown yet. The infantry's coming through. He's activated the radio silence. There's a potential to bounce these though and not get the kill because of that feature, that lovely, lovely feature. No, the AT gun finishes the job. Can't bounce off a Puma. And there it goes. But did decrew the M1 with all that. So sad for iroha there, losing both his tanks. Could have played that a little bit more effectively, but oh my god! Ooh! Well, that's even more sad for iroha now. 9 kills, but I think that was 3 squad wipes. On retreat there, and he lost his AT gun. iroha does have plenty of manpower to rebuild with, but yeah, lost his paratroopers. Ouch.
Radio silence has been lifted. Units are now visible
Rebuild
to the
the
enemy.
Sherman here first off. Still has to contend with those double kits from PFC, so it's not like the Sherman's going to have a super easy time. Even after PFC losing both his Puma and Command Panther. But yeah, you never know how like the sight is kind of going for iroha from that range. That Jackson. Can understand how that happened to him there. And yeah, a little bit unfortunate with the main gun crit, otherwise maybe wouldn't have had to extend so far with the AT gun to seal the deal there. Jackson would have got one more shot through. But that's COH2, baby. The flares up. Keep going for some long range action here, but got to be careful with those double heavy mortar teams. Fortunately, the blob, and being used as a blob, could open the opportunity for a nasty Katyusha barrage. Speaking of flares, maybe that's actually a Soviet mortar flare. Yep. Kittens. 85 should survive though. It's got the extra health over the regular medium tanks. Here comes the Katyusha barrage. The kittens have actually dodged forwards though, and the rocket scat is no good. So not going to do almost any damage there. And meanwhile, the Axis infantry being quite aggressive. Double kittens lining up on the S-85 here. That could be in some trouble once they get sight. Flares up for PFC. S-85 on focus side mode, quite slow here. Luckily the Raketans split their focus. Park dodging now, Sherman coming in from the side. Raketans spin around for that, so that was a very lucky break for Park. Late dodge, but the Raketans don't get the kill there. And they very easily could have. Sherman coming forwards, the Raketan could go down to this. Oh, what's happening here for PFC? Retreated one of them, but not the other. Ends up getting decrewed there. Pretty good dodging there with the mortar teams, getting away from that walking Stuka barrage. Only got one extra kill from that. And the Axis are back on the drains. Allies are hit by 70. Only has one repair and combat engineer, but Do have vehicle crew repairs in this commander, so it's going to be very helpful given Park's army composition. Also interesting to see iroha go for like some late game INR Pathfinders here. Mega just shredding that heavy mortar, now destroyed. Rolling in the planes. The airborne assault coming through, so that's going to force the allies right back. Otherwise the tanks could be in some trouble. She's spinning around for this. Close range. Ooh, pretty good connection. Raketin. Oh man, one squad of Fallschmier goes down, and the Raketin getting decrewed there. That was nasty. Outright destroyed as well. Su-85 keeping the King Tiger back. So even though that did allow a lot of territory control for the Axis, they are suffering badly. That was a really nice Katyusha barrage. Quite an aggressive Raketin, but he does have a second one out the back. Oh, Crossfire getting right in close here, looking for an aggressive walking Stuka barrage. Puma doing a wraparound, but the T-70's there is acting as a bit of an early warning system. Su-85 spinning around, Puma popping smoke, Su-85 going to go for the chase down. Was that AoE damage from his own Su-85 killing his T-70? Well, that was bad luck there for Park. Scott trying to keep these troops back here. There's a base walking Stuka. The US base and catches the rear echelon back there. Perhaps only one kill. Oh, M83 cluster bombs. Late dodge. Oh, and the Raketin does get decrewed. Yeah, going for a close range barrage there. They're starting to push back out now though. With the quad coming through for Park. And replacing the Su-85. I mean the T-70 they lost. Getting destroyed by the King Tiger. Doesn't want it to be in Soviet hands. And a fresh command Panther. Sherman in some trouble on the far flank. AT gun over here decrewed. Sherman on high explosive as well, but the Panther missing on the move. Switching over. I think he can still take one more shot. No smoke though. Oh, and now main gun crit again. iroha having no luck in that department. T-3485 comes across to support. A T-grenade going to come through. Another airborne assault though against the allies. Oh, but the Su-85's there. Panther wants to get one more shot, and maybe the AT planes can finish off the T-3485. Oh, the Panther picks him off so long range. I think Moron Park got a little bit unlucky there. Probably would have got finished off though by the planes anyway. It looks like they came through for a pass on the wreckage. But they still force the allies all the way back. Axis going for the capture again. If you look at army size, we can see PFC. He doesn't have much. You know, there was some very aggressive Raketin play on a lot of cases. And that's been bleeding him dry. But good reactions there from the allies, able to shut down that aggressive command Panther as soon as he fielded it. Crossfire has a bit of resources floating. I don't know what he's going to go for next. Can build just about anything. Katyusha barrage. Really retreat there from Crossfire. He suffers one model loss. Ooh, Full stern piles on the flank though, could be in some trouble. King Tiger coming across to try and defend. The retreat. The Su-85 is there. I have the smoke, maybe expecting they would retreat down this path, but it's more through the centre. Chasing in for the wipe there with the captain. Scott close range. I'll go for a floater over the trees. Good connection there. Going for a super close range barrage. That's interesting. Interesting tactic.
We've dropped to 200 points.
Try not to retreat the captain. Oh man! Sherman comes in and PFC trying to hang in there. Really want to kill the captain, but pays for it dearly. Both the squads getting lost there. Go for some tack rounds, hoping to catch the camouflaged Fallschirmjäger. Gonna be the Panther for Crossfire. Tack rounds actually working out there and revealing one of the squads. Dodges away, but the Fallschirmjäger with the ambush bonus just wrecking the Maxim. All of the craters left behind from the Katyusha from the heavy mortars really working well for Crossfire this game. 5 opening up. So does the Recon. Tiger's armor though, sturdy. Another T-34-85 for Park. Got 2 of those now. Kind of replacing a bit of the infantry. And there the Recon. T-34-85 could be in some trouble now. Got the Katyusha coming down though. Recon in some trouble. Right vehicle on the Panther as well. Discourages the Axis from chasing any further. Lies with 2 of the VPs under their control. Got a 40 VP lead. Sherman coming across with the smoke. Pushing into the centre, looking to set up the triple cap. Fortunately, he's chasing all the way forwards here, looking for the engine damage. Can't quite get it though. Oh, late retreat there, and that Fallschirmjäger blob is nasty. Kind of surprised that they're only Vet 3s those this late in the game.
An anti-tank gun has taken the field.
Okay, Crossfire re-rumble, takes back up to full strength. Allies doing a pretty good job of containing the Recons though with their indirect fire. It's making a big difference this match. Smoke out from the Sherman. Panther going in for the Sherman. Recons there though. Discouraging the chase. Tiger under fire from the Recon. Here comes the walking Stuka. 2 team weapons very tightly clumped. Good connection from the walking Stuka there. Pretty close to Vet 2. Oh boy, the double Recons find the 85. Takes away though. The Recons continuing to advance with the flares up, going after the Su-85 next. Moron Park, no dodge, late dodge. And the Recons finish the job. Got the Katyusha barrage coming down, but PFC's Recons have cleared the area. And now without the Su-85, King Tiger's going to have a much easier time. Going to get rebuilt by Park, as you would expect. Jackson missing a shot on the King Tiger there. Now the Recons returning fire. Axis have managed to get the VP on the left and stalled out in the centre, so down to 100. but still in this one. PFC, I mean, look at this army. 3 Raketens. And that's about it. Very close to that Command Panther rebuild though. I'll spike things back up. Water flares out again from Park. They've been making really good use of that this game. Quite impressive. Oh, very clumped up on that corner there. Good bundle grenade. Never actually managed to upgrade this with the quad being strapped for munitions. Having to use so much of his munitions on crew repairs. So the next airborne assault still a ways off, but could be pretty effective. Triple Raketens for PFC going hunting. He's got the flares up now. Got the Command Panther out to pop out. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Risky business now driving forwards with that. Here comes the Katyusha. Oh, one of them goes down. Stuka coming through. T-345 comes back in. Raketens there as well. Pretty good walking Stuka barrage. Oh, that's a lot of decrews. That was a monster. But all the Raketens have got decrewed as well. It's a graveyard for team weapons here. Command Panther going chasing after the Sherman. Gets the kill this time. Double T-34s coming across. These are just... It's a mix. 185, 176. Got the T-35 coming in though. KT looking to continue the pressure. Jackson bouncing there. Oh, Command Panther in some trouble. One more shot will go down. Jackson going to go for an attack round but missing. T-34s looking to wrap around, get behind the King Tiger potentially. KT taking a battering frontally. T-34s going in, maybe some ram action. They've got the marked vehicle up, the plane's coming through, providing some sight. King Tiger's in some trouble. T-34s and Jackson's in hot pursuit. Goes for the ram, there we go, connects and penetrates. King Tiger shrugging off hits. One more shot though, required by the Jacksons. Bouncing. Bounces again. Raketen coming through, but no. Jackson disengaging. Command Panther coming back in. Jackson spins around, bounces again. Oh, and the airborne assault planes are coming through now. Raketen spins around. Airborne assault planes claim their victim. Panther is still alive, so is the King Tiger. Conscript's trying to get in there, trying to go for an AT grenade for the finish. But they can't. And then the walking Stuka. Oh boy. INR Pathfinder artillery finishing off the King Tiger. Carnage. I feel bad for iroha there. Man, that was horrible. What was that, like 2 bounces on the Command Panther and 2 bounces on the King Tiger in a row? Horrible luck. Nearly cost the Allies the game there potentially. If the King Tiger got away there, that would have been devastating for the Allies after they committed so much to it. But the drain back on the axis now. That was a nasty one though, gets rid of the veterancy on the heavy mortar team this time. Empires holding on the VP. Fresh squad of guards out for Park. Now that T-34 is going to be another 76 it looks like. Still a boatload of team weapons out here, which would be probably in the best interest of the Allies of killing, I think, at least one of them. Don't want those falling into Axis hands. Looks like it's actually PFC going to be the one killing them at the moment. Oh boy, and the INR Pathfinder artillery blasts away that full health Raketen, I think it was. So hard to dodge. Katyusha rockets coming down. Maybe a tiny bit too deep, but does end up retreating into them. So pretty good connection because of that. T4's coming forward. Still got a Recon forwards here though. S-85 slightly out of position to deal with the Panther that's coming in. We've got the MA3 cluster bombs coming in on the Recon. Giving a lot of breathing room to these Soviet tanks. Got a fresh Command Panther going hunting for the Scott, but the Jackson's over there as well. Finds the Jackson going hunting. Recon spinning around.
There they are. Cover the flank.
Kitten connecting.
They just fell to 50 points.
Scott, got to get out of there now.
Ready. Enemy armor.
And does so. Again, crazy aggression from PFC. As soon as he fields it, or as soon as it's back on the battlefield, just get him straight in there. But it's desperate times, really trying to go for the VP capture. Oh, T-34 went for the ram there, but doesn't work out.
We are now down to 25 points.
Axis capping though. Oh, Sternpies get jammed on this side. Recon trying to find an angle on the Panther. It's circling, avoiding for the moment, but the Sternpies can't hold out for any longer. Got a second AT gun out the back, so nice moves from the Panther so far, but can't dodge forever here. Oh, and the AT grenade going to come through from the rifleman as well. Such a long range of that with that veterancy. Got a major arty coming down maybe. Oh, no, Pathfinder artillery. And there goes the Panther. Ouch. Oh, no, Pathfinder artillery claiming a lot of kills already. So strong. Very, very hard to dodge. Rebuilding the T-34. Axis still on the drain.
People anticipate our victory. The enemy has 10 points remaining.
Second walking Stuka from CrossFire. He's got the Recon plane coming through. Oh, carnage in the center. The drain continues against the Axis. They were so close to getting neutralized there. Scripts in the smoke, stalling out. No, more smoke. And that'll do. Allies grind this one now. What a crazy game. I think that's worthy of an insane game tag even. Just like, no camping it out. No, these guys got stuck in, especially PSC. Just some crazy aggression. Did mean that he took a battering, and the Allies handled that really impressively. You know, sometimes when you got Recons running around like that, they can be very, very hard to deal with, but they handled the indirect fire nicely, punished those aggressive plays time and time again. GG, just an excellent game here all round. Man, such good play from Park as well, with the flares from those heavy mortars, allowing that dive from the T-34-85 to kill the walking Stuka there. I think that was like a really, really big moment in the game for the Allies. I think that allowed them to continue with their team weapon style for a lot longer than would have been effective otherwise. So GG. Very, very entertaining match. Well, anyway, guys, wrapping that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next throwing installment. Goodbye and good luck.